Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Jeff from PackGeek. I'm here with my favorite television host, my favorite dog mom, my favorite boy mom, one of my favorite human beings, my wonderful wife, Hilary.
He ran out of guests, so.
That's not true.
No.
Got tons of guests.
Kind of true. No, he just asked me to come back. So I'm thrilled to be back. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for letting us film in your kitchen.
You're welcome. It's pretty clean.
It's looking good.
Thanks.
So we're talking baseball cards today, and I know you're not a huge collector.
No, but if I was, you know what I would want to open, Jeff? I would really want to open some 86 Donruss.
Well, today is your lucky day. So, but we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to ask you, what would you like the viewing audience to know about you? What is a fun fact about Hilary Kennedy?
Oh man, a fun fact about me. Well, I've climbed 2 of the highest mountains in Colorado. They're called 14ers. So they're all over 14,000 feet. So I've climbed 2 of those. So I'm actually, although I'm not a huge sports person other than UFC and tennis, I really like those sports.
UFC and tennis, has anyone ever put the 2 of those together as their 2 favorite sports?
Probably not.
That's what I love about you.
But I do love the outdoors, so that's kind of a fun fact. I don't think you would necessarily look at me and go, mountain climber.
Did you notice who's on the wall behind you?
Conor McGregor, who I love, but that also used to be where a family photo of the 2 of us and our child used to be.
It was played out. It's been on 100 episodes, so it was time to change that
But
up
Conor
a little
McGregor
bit.
is my favorite UFC fighter by far.
Okay, so let me ask you. So you not being a super avid sports card collector, what is something or things you find confusing about the hobby? Being married to somebody who's a total card geek.
So one thing that I'm always surprised at is how you know which packs might have something valuable in them. Mm-hmm. So it seems like there's a lot of research that goes into it, or some of you, I guess, have great memories from what was like big at the time, who the big players were at the time. So I find that confusing how you can kind of sift through these cases and know like, oh, this one's gonna have like a Troy Aikman rookie in it, or...
Well, you hope. Like there's so many products out there. I understand how that could get really confusing in so many years.
I get a lot of the different baseball brands confused because I know some only do like basketball and baseball, right? And some are only licensed to do certain sports. Mm-hmm. So I always find that a little confusing.
That is confusing. And it changes from year to year.
Oh, is it really?
Sometimes those licenses swap, so yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so, and then I'm always curious, like, do people have a favorite? Like, are you a brand loyalist to only Topps or Panini, or is Donruss still Donruss?
Donruss is owned by Panini, but they're their own brand.
So I'm always curious, like, as a collector, because you know some people will buy one kind of car, like, oh, I'm only gonna drive Toyota, or
right.
I'm only that's my brand. I love the way they manufacture things.
I'm a Toyota enthusiast. That's where she's going.
So are people like that with baseball cards, or is it just, or sports cards in general, or is it like, whoever's got
I think there's a little of both. Some people are diehard loyalists to a particular brand for whatever reason.
Okay.
Some people are definitely like that, and other people, like myself, I just like cards. So I'm pretty equal opportunity.
I've got a question for you. So out of all the different kinds of sports cards that exist, what's a sport that maybe you haven't ever collected but you would be interested in finding out more about?
I have some UFC cards. I kind of like those. I mean, it's definitely off the beaten path. I have some like tennis and golf cards and boxing cards, which are interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't think, I can't think of any sports that I haven't had cards for that sport.
Are there esports cards for esports teams?
No.
No. I was just curious about that because that's becoming such a huge thing, and those players, especially the really successful ones, they're celebrities in their own right, so it'll be interesting to see if in the future, instead of actual baseball players, if it's people who are virtual baseball players.
Or like an influencer card. Like you're huge on Instagram. Here's
yeah.
No one wants that card, but yeah. Not you. Everybody wants your card. But I'm just saying random
just random influencer
out there who, you know,
that's
is
gonna
a
be so interesting
Instagram model.
see
Like,
what it's like.
we don't want your sports card.
Do you feel like, because you collect a lot of vintage cards too, do you feel like the hobby has changed a lot since it kind of started back in the 1800s? Or I know the look of the cards has changed.
It's changed a ton.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
So in the next
no doubt.
couple of decades, we could be sitting here opening esports cards.
It could, man. I mean, like, digital cards are a thing. They aren't something I'm interested in, but they are. They're out there. Some people are into that, but I don't know. I think there's something special about actually being able to hold the card in your hand, look at the condition, because a digital card is never condition sensitive. That's part of the interesting element of collecting cards, trying to get them in the perfect shape. And you know.
Also, I work in news, and one of our stories this year was talking about how more people are going to the library than they have in decades because people miss holding a physical book because so many bookstores have closed. And so as nice as it is to have a digital book, you know, on your phone or your tablet or whatever, it's nice to just physically hold something and collect actual books. So I think people will probably always feel that way about sports cards.
Well, I want to ask you, because you're so good about letting me buy cards and a massive collection.
Boxes just show up.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know how that got here, but I should probably open it. But you're such a good sport about that, and you have like an interest in certain cards that I have, and you let me talk to you about that and tell you about like new pickups and stuff. But what would you recommend to spouses, whether husbands or wives out there who have a spouse that is a massive collector, whether it be sports cards or something else? How would you recommend they show at least some sort of interest in something they're not, you know, super interested in, just enough to let your spouse talk to you about it?
Well, I think what I love about this hobby as a spouse is it's something it's safe, it's fun, the whole family can get involved. It's great for kids, especially. There are a lot worse things you could be doing or collecting.
True. I say that often.
So I think I love hearing about it from a historical aspect. I love hearing about the valuable finds because you really approach it like it's a treasure hunt. And I find that really interesting because you're like the Indiana Jones of sports card collectors.
Let's trademark that.
So I do love that. So I think that even if you're not super into whatever sport your spouse is collecting or your best friend or whoever, I think just kind of finding out why they're looking for certain cards, what those cards might be worth, or what the sentimental value is kind of cool because there's always a neat story behind them. So. And
you always know that if we get in a bind, we could sell some cards to buy a new couch or something, right?
I mean, that never crossed my mind, but no, yeah, that's good.
Well, Hill, we have, as you mentioned, 1986 Donruss here to open. We're gonna we'll each probably open like 8 or 9 packs. I don't wanna go through the whole box, so that might take us all day. These are, like, the big hit in this product is your favorite baseball player of all time, Jose Canseco.
That's right.
I'm just kidding. Like,
it's Kirby Puckett.
We know this. We know this.
He was a nice guy. He had an ample backside. What's not to like about Kirby Puckett?
Guy had booty for days.
But I do like Jose Canseco because he was a scandal-ridden celebrity.
He was in the news a lot.
Yes, so I like him.
There's also a Fred McGriff rookie.
The crime dog?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice work. Somebody's studied up on this.
McGriff.
And Andres Galarraga. I put Andrew Galarraga, but that's definitely not right.
Galarraga.
Andres Galarraga.
Okay.
So the Canseco, actually, it has been, I think it's people like myself who have started revisiting the hobby after, you know, an absence for a few years. When I came back, the Canseco rookie, I was bummed to find out it was like a $5 card. But now, like, high-graded versions of, or copies of the Canseco rated rookie that could be in this box are going for like between $150 and $200.
Oh, cool.
So that's massive. So it's gaining popularity again, which is great because this card, when I was a kid, was like the hit.
It was the one you wanted.
I pulled one of these, I think it was like 1987, this is an 86 product. I remember going into our local card shop and buying like 2 packs. It was expensive because this big rookie was lurking in there. And I opened like 2 packs, and I was there with my buddy. I think I've told this story on the show before, but I was in there with my buddy, Mike Collins, shout out Mike Collins, and my mom, because she had to drive us there. And I pulled the Canseco rookie, and I was so nervous, I just stood there and stared at it in my hands. My hands are shaking, and all I could muster out to say was, I got it. Like, you know, and I was freaking out. The card shop owner was nice enough to take it from me and put it in a sleeve and a top loader. But I will never forget that. So every time I see that card, it brings back the sentimental value of that whole day and that trip to the card shop. So
Cool, let's find it.
yeah, let's
see if it's
let's
in
see
there.
what we got here.
I'm always curious about how people display their collections,
Me too.
because you don't really display your cards much.
Too scared.
I mean, you've shown me some other collectors that have like some pretty cool spaces, or they've set up things on their wall.
Over there.
I'd like to see more of that. So,
Or are you saying I should take up more of our wall space with my cards?
okay, that's not what I was saying. I said I want to know how other people do it.
Oh, yes, please. In the comments section, if you have any pictures, I don't even know if you can post pictures in YouTube comments. If you have links to pictures,
Or
or if
tweet
you have
to.
any ideas,
Yeah, I wanna
tweet
see
or put it in YouTube. Good luck. I hope you find
Good
something
luck,
awesome.
Mr. Hooper.
So, what are you going to do with your $150 or $200 after you sell
man.
your Canseco
Gosh, I'll
gem mint card you're
I'll
going to
take
pull
my
out?
cue from you and just buy more cards with it.
It's a great investment.
Okay, I've got these upside down. Ooh, mine came with a puzzle.
Whoa, lucky.
Shawan Dunstan.
So,
Is that his name?
well, it's Sean, but that just
Sorry, Sean.
that made me so happy.
Mike Witt, that's easy. Robin Yount, that's somebody.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
That's great. Babe, you don't have to list off everyone.
Oh, I don't, sorry.
It's going to take all day if we do it.
Well, I'm not gonna know if any of these people are good. Gary
Okay,
Lavelle,
well, I'll look at the ones you're going through, and
Bill Wegman.
if you've heard of most of these people, hey, who's that on the back? This name.
Oh, Galarraga. Oh, you
Yeah,
already pulled
yeah,
Galarraga.
so-
Nice job.
All right, so pulled one of the big rookies right there.
Hold on.
Andres, don't call me Andrew, Galarraga.
So, I have a question.
All right.
Do all of these baseball players have to go by their real names, or can they go by nicknames?
Some of them use nicknames on the cards. Yeah.
Is Raleigh Fingers really his name?
As far as I know, that's his real name, but he's known for his handlebar mustache.
Yes. Also cool.
Yep. Very cool.
Raleigh Fingers. Okay.
Raleigh's a good name.
All right, it is a good name.
We got Ozzie Smith. Do you
Nice.
remember Ozzie Smith's nickname?
The Smithinator. I don't know what's his nickname. I don't know.
It's pretty good. It's the Wizard.
The Wizard,
The
okay.
Smithinator is
I would
a
not
close
have
second.
Lou Whitaker.
Yeah. Sweet Lou Whitaker.
All right, Robin Yount and Lou Whitaker score.
I will trade you an Al Nipper.
The old
Can't be-
nipper.
Be careful when you talk about Al Nipper.
I'm really just here for the mustaches. If you played baseball in the 80s and you didn't have a mustache, did you even play?
Well, certainly if you're on the Red Sox, they don't allow you to be on a baseball card unless you had a mustache.
All right, Gary Maddox, does that sound familiar?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm killing it here. Sorry. Didn't mean to celebrate in your face, but got
What'd
the
you get?
Paul O'Neill rated rookie and the crime dog himself,
McGriff.
Fred McGriff.
How about Ray Fontenot?
Yeah.
Is that
Well,
good?
he's a Major League Baseball player.
Oh, well. Dwight Gooden.
Whoa,
What's up,
yeah,
Dwight?
hey.
That's somebody.
Yeah, show
I
that.
recognize that.
So that's a Diamond King.
was
It's
a-
kind of looks like a piece of art.
I like that
Very cool.
picture.
I got Ricky Henderson, Hendo. It's so weird seeing him in a Yankees uniform, but
Oil Can Boyd.
yeah, definitely a nickname.
Oil Can. Jim Sundberg.
Sure, played for the
You
Royals.
sure did. Nice. Okay. I wouldn't say I scored on that.
I don't think you're doing bad. I think you're probably going to hit the Canseco rookie.
You're gonna go back through these and
Since
find
I-
like a ton of great.
Since I had an in-your-face moment with all the rated rookies I pulled so far.
Okay, let's see here. David Palmer.
I'll start.
Joe Necro.
I've
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
For
Good
the
pitcher.
Yankees.
Yep.
Yeah, Dave Bergman, Donnie Hill. I wouldn't say I'm having great luck over here. But the mustaches.
Hey, if
I'm
you
having
pull
great
a
luck
great
with the
mustache
mustaches.
picture, we can show that as if it's a hit.
Now,
The folks at home enjoy a
Mike
good mustache
Young,
too.
I feel like they caught him at a moment where he was like, where they're like, hey, Mike, let's
In
take
between.
a picture. Yeah, and he was like, what? He just looks confused.
Hey, remember this guy?
George Brett. All right. Ooh, I got a really cool Hank Aaron Hall of Fame Diamond King card.
So you spoke to George Brett on the phone when you arranged for him to
I did.
do the baby reveal.
He was
Was he super cool?
the nicest guy. Really super nice. And he,
Did he put the moves on you?
no, he was so nice.
Just kidding, George. Just kidding.
He was super nice, and he said, you know, I've been asked to do a lot of things in my career, but I don't think I've ever been asked to tell someone that they're going to be a father. So he was super kind to record a video and tell you that we were going to have a baby.
Are you asking your wife if you got to third base?
Well, he's a third baseman. I mean, that's what he does.
Exactly.
Well played. Well played.
Gary Ronicki? Ronicki?
Sure.
Okay, he's nobody.
Well,
not nobody.
Major
sorry.
League Baseball player.
Nobody we're looking for.
Well, you could say that.
Jeff Reardon, Warren Bustard.
I always feel bad trashing any of the players too bad because
Well,
I'm
no,
like,
because they're all, that's a huge accomplishment to ever make it to the major league.
well, of course, but I'm also like, there is a minute chance that they could view this episode and I could hurt their feelings by just commenting on their mustache or something. That is the most
But if you can't
ridiculous.
look back at something you wore or
That's a fair point.
a style
Remember
in
this
the
guy?
80s. Jamie Easterly. I love that guy.
Yeah, this is. Speaking of strong mustaches.
I got a Steve Yeager.
You don't say.
Dwayne Henry. Boy, I tell you what. Rick Cerrone? Willie Wilson?
Willie Wilson, yeah.
Steve Kissy. Okay.
Yeah, it was Royals royalty.
You're going way faster than I am. Okay.
I know.
I'm gonna speed up.
Well, no, you're doing fine. You're doing great, actually.
I do love seeing how cards keep changing over the years. Like you've got some really cool like
Cool
hologram
design, yeah.
autograph cards with like pieces of jersey in them.
I know.
I think that's really cool. Chili Davis?
Sure.
I'm getting a lot of nicknames over here.
You are. I think they
Okay,
included
Sammy
a lot
Stewart.
of them. Oof. Sammy Stewart. Wait. We've had it. We've actually had a feature of Sammy Stewart.
I
Why don't
just-
you show that card and then maybe
I
we can
feel like
replay the feature of
Orioles-
Sammy Stewart.
All the Orioles players have been pulling. It's like they just surprised everyone with a photo.
Here we go. Like a paparazzi photo shoot. All right, I am done, and I feel good about the cards I pulled.
Okay, do you want to help me with some of mine?
No, I think you should open them. I mean, I will if you.
Okay. No, go ahead. I don't mind
sure?
sharing. Yeah.
All right. Sorry, guys.
I'm slow.
You were doing fantastic. I'm gonna feel bad if I pull the
Bingo,
Canseco
Craig
rookie
Lefferts,
out of your
Murphy.
pile of packs.
Bill Stein, Lamar Hoyt,
Whoa.
Roy Smalley, Joe Carter, Will Campbell,
Ooh, Danny Tartable. Speaking
Sam
of the Royals.
Khalifa.
Okay.
Wow, I thought maybe he was related to Wiz Khalifa.
Maybe.
Celebrity connections. I was like, oh, a name I know.
So
I
what?
thought he's not a
Do you
rapper.
have a favorite celebrity story about Canseco?
I do. So I have a couple actually.
Ooh.
Well, first of all, we've talked about this on your show before. He claimed that Madonna wanted to
Have his baby?
have his baby because she wanted another baby with Cuban heritage.
Yep.
And then he was in the news because he shot himself in the hand in his kitchen, cleaning his gun.
How does that happen?
I don't know. And also, he claimed A-Rod was romantically involved with his wife when they were married.
Really?
And he also claimed in his book, I wish I could remember the name of his book.
Wait, did you read his book?
No.
Where he outed everyone for steroids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I would actually go, it would be interesting to go back and read his book, but
Yeah, it would be.
he made a lot of claims in the book that people were contesting, and one of them was he said that he ran like the 40-meter dash or whatever, and
40-yard dash.
40-yard dash, thank you, in 3.9 seconds or
Well,
whatever,
that
and they were saying like
definitely
that didn't happen.
happen.
Yeah. So
That
thought
I can assure you that didn't happen.
I thought that was pretty funny.
That's quite a
But
claim if
he's-
that's what he said.
He's such a colorful character. I love it. Okay, well, unless we're looking for a Bert Roberge or a Mike
I
Fitzgerald.
mean, we all are looking for that card.
But I did get some cool, surprise, we're taking your photo.
I think you did very well. You pulled the Dwight Gooden Diamond King.
That was cool. Yeah, these are so fun.
And I'll have to revisit the cards you've gone through and see if there was any big names you missed.
valuable
But
in
I think
there.
you know most of the big names. So.
Yeah.
Awesome
Well,
work.
this was fun. Thank you very much.
Hill, so tell the folks out there how they can find you on social media. If you want it, you should follow Hilary. She's got a great blog, great Instagram and Twitter and all of
Thank
it.
you for the shameless plug. My Instagram is just at Hilary Kennedy.
1L.
1L.
1L
yes.
Hilary.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom. All right, thank you for having me on the show.
Of
This
course.
was so fun.
All right, guys, we will see you next time.
Bye.
Oh, sweet. The H2 with a Carmelo Anthony rookie card. So it says Denver Nuggets on the door of the H2. What a weird cross promotion. Hey guys, thanks for checking out another episode. Make sure to subscribe to PackGeek on YouTube. Also check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thanks. PackGeek.